to someone who's young, young, who's less than 30, who has been on the rise. He's been a great friend of mine for many years since I first met him and spent time with him in Ghana. And we used to talk, we used to solve problems together, we used to brainstorm on things we could be doing together. And he's someone that I've really learned from, I've really grown from, and he continues to inspire me on a regular basis. And so I'm really happy to welcome to our call today Mr. Williams Gyimah, or commonly known as Wapmaster, as we love to call him, Max Diamond from Ghana. So Wapmaster, if you're on the call, you can unmute yourself. It's great to see you, great to hear from you. Nice to have you on our call. I'm really, really happy to have you here. So maybe you could start off and just tell us a little bit about your own background, where you came from, and what your experience or how you came to find out about Max.
All right, and thank you very much. It's been an honor to be on this call. I salute you so much. You are someone that I've known for the past 5 years of my business journey at Max International. It has been amazing, and today I've enjoyed myself listening to all the panelists. They are phenomenal leaders. I felt the passion and so much commitment from their voice and all the stories that they shared. Yeah, Max testimonies of the product. I'm really amazed, and I'm inspired. I'm inspired. Hearing from Loretta, Banky, it's been amazing, and I'm very honored to also speak to you. You are a phenomenal leader, Anne, and thank you so much for what you are doing for Max. You are one of the people who is taking Max to the world. And my background, it's an interesting journey with Max International. I grew up from a family of 7, and we are not broke, but I come from a poor home. So the kind of poor home that a lot of people think that your family has some, but when you go home, it's nothing much to talk about. Growing up has been very interesting because I felt poverty. I tested it. I ate poverty, and it was not easy. I grew up in a single room with I don't know if it can be called apartment because the washroom is not in the house. So I don't know if it can be called apartment, but my mom, my dad, my siblings, my uncle and my auntie, those family extras were part of our family in one single bedroom. It was not easy. It has been an interesting journey. So growing up, I was told to learn hard. I was told to go to school, learn very well, be very smart, pass all your exams and graduate, get better schools, get a good job, and you become rich so that you take the family out of poverty. That is all I knew, and that is what I was told. So I learned everything. I did everything that I have to do, and I got admission. When I went to tertiary, it was not easy. Supporting myself through school, I had to be an entrepreneur by force. So I learned how to fix phones. I self-taught myself, learned how to fix phones, hardware, software. Then I migrated to fixing laptops, hardware, software, so that I can make ends meet and support myself through school. So after I graduated, after the graduation, you throw your heart, the family members are there, everybody's happy. You get your first paycheck, and it's like a blow to your head. You wake up suddenly, and all my dreams were scattered because I thought that this is where I was going to use. That was the journey. That was the vehicle. The certificate I got was a vehicle to take me to my destination, to help me take my family out of poverty, or to break the chain of poverty in my family. So it came to me as a shock. So what I have to do right now is to do extra jobs. So I used to work in 3 facilities, morning here, afternoon here, and then evening at a different facility, because I was very young and I needed to make ends meet so that my family would also kind of respect me. Because after graduation, and there was one time my kid's sister called me, and she needed about 50 cedis. That's less than $10. Okay, it was so sad that this story, anytime I tell it, I say it's 200, but it was 50 cedis. It was very sad, less than $10. I didn't have it. And I had to quickly hang up the phone, and I cried. I cried knowing that my someone like me graduated, your kid sister is asking for that kind of money for something she really needs. So it taught me a lesson, and I needed to find extra income. That is the push I needed. So that day I made a lot of calls to find different facilities that I can work evening and then in the night. So I got that arrangement. I was doing it. Then I realized this isn't it, because I was so tired. Tired. I was bitter. I was hungry and I was angry. Life was not moving on. Everything. I was so tired. There are certain times that you go to work, you work so much that you feel like you are a 1% battery. I know someone can relate that the way your phone is when it's at 1% battery, you're panicking, you feel like you're so tired, your body tired. So I knew that this wasn't it for me, and there was more to life than that. So that was the same time that my very good friend of my classmate, is called Joshua Insia. He gave me a call and told me about the Max International opportunity. I didn't believe it. You know, boys, he tells you, oh, this is a business that can pay you good money, you know, that kind of thing. I was very skeptical. I didn't believe it, and I thought he was joking. So there was a point that he got to a specific rank, and he was to be taken out of Ghana. I think they were going to Radisson Blue in 2015. So when I heard that, I'm like, this is my friend. And some American company is coming to take him outside Ghana to another place for relaxation. So I just gave him a call, and I told him that, Charlie, I want to do this. So me too, I want to travel. I didn't have a passport. So how do I do it? And he told me to come to Accra to see the business meeting. And it was a very long distance, okay, because this is 2015, 5 years ago. Very long distance. I sat in keke, you can call it keke or church or whatever it is. And 5 to 6 hours later, I was at the Max International head office in Accra. Immediately I saw the building. It was nice, beautiful building, state of art, the kind of people that were there, people in suit and tie, people were dressed nice. Immediately I entered the presence, the aura. I saw, this is something I want to be part of, even before I saw the presentation. So when I entered the room, everything was organized, the AC, the scent, everything was good. I'm like, oh, geez, I want to be part of this. Even before I saw the presentation. So I sat down, you know. But before I entered, I had something on my mind. My dream income in my life was 6,000 cedis, about $1,100 or $1,200. That was my dream income, $1,200. And the plan I had with my family was that in the next 5 years after school, I work 5 years, then they will borrow about 20,000 cedis. That's more like about, let's say 1.2 million naira. Yeah, 1.2 million naira, or maybe $4,000. They will borrow that kind of money and send me to abroad to study, so that in the next 5, 10, 15 years later, I'll get a job. Maybe I'll come back to Ghana after 10 years, work more harder, write a very difficult exam that is designed to fail people. If I'm able to graduate, then I'll pass, and then I'll eventually get a job that pays me around $1,200. So that was a plan. So when I entered the room, that was what I needed. And I saw that there's something called prime bonus. There's a silver income that's close to the same amount. And it blew my mind there. And then I decided I'll do this business. So sorry to bore you a lot with my background. And I think that's the question you asked. So Annie, thank you very much. That's how I signed up to Max International.
We could be listening to you for the rest of the day. Don't worry, I have a lot more questions for you. So
okay, no problem.
So I love the story. So you traveled 5 to 6 hours to see a business. The moment you saw it, you knew it was for you. Now, did you have the money to start right away?
Oh no, I didn't have money.
Okay, you didn't have money. So what did you do? Because a lot of people are in that same boat.
Okay, so what I did was, after the whole presentation, and I asked how much do I need to get started with this, and they told me it's I think it was around 830 Ghana cedis that time, about $150. Yeah, about $150 currently, and that time was quite high. 830 Ghana cedis currently is around 499 cedis. So I told him that I don't have the money, honestly, and can he borrow me the money so that, and he told me that if he gives me giving me the money is not his problem, but if he gives it to me, I will not take the business serious. And I thank God that he didn't give me money to start. He gave me some serious motivation. This is my guy, pa. He's thinking that I will not take this business serious. So okay, I told him that I'm going to find the man. That day I didn't sleep. I made a lot of calls to all my friends. They didn't get the money from me, but there was something called locum. Okay, it's a part-time job that you can do for some time and then they will pay you. And it was a very stressful one. All my classmates didn't want it. and there was no option. I needed that. So they told me that there's some locum. They were laughing at me on my class page. They said, Wapmaster, you want to go and do this one? That facility, they will kill you with a lot of work. I said, no, I need the money. So I got there. I arranged that night at dawn. I woke up, traveled to that place. It was at Akimoda Community Hospital. Then I went there and I was working. Long story short, so as I was working, I was still calling in, saying, Charlie, I'm getting the money. I'm getting the money together. So trust me, I'll do this business. So it took me about a month. So that is why I started in February, but I saw the opportunity before February. So February 7th, I got the money and boom, I came to Accra. We got my ID and I got my product and I was very excited, not knowing how the journey is going to be like, but I just decided to do it. And it's been amazing. That's how I got my money.
Wow. You know what? I love that, because you're right. If you're determined to start, then it doesn't matter what it's going to take, you will find the money. And that hunger will drive people. There's very few people anywhere who would need that equivalent amount of money, right? Today in our world in Nigeria, it's just 39,000 naira. I know it's about 700 CDs in Ghana, or even 500 CDs you can start. So if anyone needed that kind of money for a family emergency, they would find a way. And you did it. You found a way. You worked extra hours. You did whatever jobs you had to find that money. And that's amazing. So now you started. You got your product. You started. So tell us how you found those first few months, that first year. Well, how did you find it? I'm sure you had to learn some new things. I'm sure it wasn't always easy. Tell us about your experience in those early months.
All right. So after I got my product, I was very naive. I didn't know what was it and all that. But before I got started, I was requesting for a lot of information from Insian. He gave me the Max website. So I was reading and reading and reading. I had glutathione and I decided to do more research about it. And I realized these products can change my family's life, because my grandmother was about 85. Currently, she's about, maybe close to 90 by now. She was around 80, 84. So by now she should be around 89. And she was bedridden, seriously sick. She was on about 7 drugs. So if you know someone that's on 7 medications, you must see that it's a lot. It's quite a lot. She's taking 2 drugs for diabetes, 2 drugs for hypertension, 1 for cholesterol, and 2 painkillers for such an old lady. She was always bedridden, not able to get out of bed. She was saying things that like, God should come and take me, let me go. Like those things, it hurts. So when I got our products, I realized, this is something that maybe my grandma needs. So let me just let her try. So she added it to her product. She was already on those 7 products. She added it to it. And then 3 days later, I had a call from my mom. My mom said that my grandmom is now sleeping better. Her headaches are now going, and she's very excited about what I have given her. And I said, oh, that's what they told me that it will help it for. So she should continue taking it. Good. And she was still taking it. 3 weeks later, I had a call, and it was my grandmom herself. And she talked and talked and talked for 15 good minutes. I was so excited. I was just listening. I was so excited, and I found purpose for my time in the business. I joined Max International because I needed money. I needed an income, monthly income of about 6,000 Ghana cedis. But I felt in love with what the product was doing in my family. That is why I stayed in the business, because there will be a time that money, I'll get it. Then what again? But that true purpose, that day, it touched my heart. My grandma was so excited. And she said, really? God bless you. God bless you. And she said that if she had not given birth to my mom, that would have been the worst thing she had done on earth. And this is coming from my grandmom. She gave birth to 13 children. 13 children. And so I was so touched that through Max International product, I was able to touch someone's life. So what if I can do a similar thing to someone else's grandmom, someone's mother, someone's father, someone's child? So I got very excited, and I got so much belief in the product. That's first 3 weeks. Before then, I needed to also be close on the business, because before I joined, I had one of my down moments before I joined. I called my uncle, one of my broke uncles, and I told him about what I was going to start. I was excited. I want to start some part-time business, and it has a potential of paying me about $1,200. And immediately he said, really, Kojo, really? our family, dear, we are not born for such business. Oh, it came to me as a shock because I didn't believe that he would say that. So it was so negative. And I'm like, our family is not born for such. He said, oh, this business for the rich people, the people living in East Legon, Accra, those people, it's not for our family. So I told myself that day that one day me too, I'll live in East Legon. One day me too, I'll be staying in Accra. That is what I told myself, that one day I have to buy a house in Accra. It touched my heart. And I also told some of my friends about a business when I wanted to get money from them. And they told me that this thing, it's a scam. They will never pay you. The company will never pay you. All those things, they are bluffing. That is what my friends told me. So I needed to close myself to believe that the max, it actually pays. So my first week, I didn't have money when I started the business. So after I started, I used some of the product and I sent some to my grandmom. To be able to keep up in the business, that was my business capital. So to be able to keep up, I need to earn that month. So it was a serious motivation. I need to earn money. So I was calling people about the business and the product. Because of that breakthrough I had with my grandmom, I was very passionate. So I was calling people. Every week, I was making not less than 3 enrollments because of the passion I had. I was making a room. Then I realized that after the fast start, after the preferred custom, the fast start, the personal pack, there's something called professional pack, there's premier pack, and that one, the income is bigger. So I moved ahead, tried to get more people on the bigger pack so that when the income I got, I get every week, that was what I was living on. The income I was getting every week, that was what I was living on. It was amazing because I know that if this week I don't make any recruitment, I might go hungry next week. So that was my motivation. Every week I was trying my best. Then eventually, I didn't even understand how I was going to hit bronze. And the last day of the month, my enroller, Joshua Insha, called me and he said that I am close to bronze, that I can hit bronze. And I asked, what's it about? So I then had to go and read the compensation plan and everything and find out what I have to do to get it. It was about three people left to get the bronze. So serious motivation. I called one of my friends that he said, oh, you joined Premier Pack, professional pack. That was cover it, just one person. Then he nearly disappointed me before the end of the day. Then I realized that this can be one of the lessons I can learn in the business. That people can disappoint you, so I have to have a backup. I needed a backup. The backup was that I need to get some other people who were also going to sign on professional pack or premier pack, so that it will take care of all the ones that I needed. So I got 3 people who were signing on personal pack, 100 volume each, and I was able to close my deal on the bronze. It was amazing. It was a milestone, and I didn't even have time to celebrate it because I needed to get the next rank, and I became silver. The second month, I was still bronze because there was another down moment that was caused by someone else that I spoke to. He nearly disappointed me. He nearly discouraged me, but I was able to get back up. I built to silver on my 3rd month, and the income I got was that dream income I needed when I started the opportunity, around $1,200. When it hit my bank account, it lit the bulb, the entrepreneurship bulb in my head. Boom. And I realized this is it for me, and I was going to run with it. I called most of the bronzes and the senior associates in my team, and I built confidence in them. I told them that this is a business that can truly pay you. I disclosed my income to them, and it was amazing. Many of them are still in our business. I'm very, very grateful to God that in my 5 years in business, through me and through all the leaders that God has blessed me with, and through my upline supports and my mentors, I've been able to build an organization of about more than 77,000 people around the world. And I'm very, very grateful to God that we are changing people's lives with preferred customers. People are earning good money. People are also changing people's lives with the product. And day in and day we hear testimonies, and it's mind-blowing. And as I'm hearing testimonies from Loretta and Banky, I know that you guys are also doing amazing things in Nigeria. It's what we have. It's powerful. That is why I'm always passionate and emotional when I'm given an opportunity to also share my experience. I know I'm talking a lot, but thank you very much.
Wow, no, we're loving it. Believe me, I can tell by the comments that people are loving it. Now, you had a lot of early success, and that was because of your passion. I know you didn't know everything when you started, but you were just out there, you were just talking to people, you were asking for guidance, and that's incredible. So it's been 5 years. I know along the way, because you and I used to talk about this, sometimes there might have been challenges or discouragement. Maybe you looked around, you saw others were achieving. So tell me about some some of the times where you felt challenged or discouraged, and how you kept yourself going through those more difficult times.
All right, so throughout my journey at Max, it has not been all rosy and all that, but one of my motivation was that there isn't anything for me to get back to. I had bent my bridges, bent my ship. There wasn't anything I was going back to. I was doing this full time, so I had to make it work. It was either Max or Max, nothing else again. So as I was building my business, there were moments that my second month, okay, I got a demotivation from one of the people that were building the business. He told me that things are not moving on well. Business is collapsing. He said the product is not moving. No one is signing. This is someone that was above my rank, the next level, like silver, and I was bronze. He demotivated me. So I was like a balloon like this. Then after I spoke to the guy, I became a deflated balloon. So I had to read. And then I saw a post on Facebook. I don't know who posted it. It said, remember why you started. And this has always been something that comes back to me every time. Remember why you started this is to make your life better. So when I remember it all the time, I keep moving. There has been a moment that I get some of my people leave. People's focus change from the business. Some people leave. Some people get distracted. Some people are pushed from our Max International organization to another organization, or from our company to another company. All these things happen, but I'm always motivated because I have nothing else to go back to. This is it for me. And also the future of the company, the industry is very big. I read a lot about people who are investing in the company, people that I really admire, not just in the company, but globally. People like Warren Buffett, Steve Jobs. A lot of people speak things. Bill Gates, they spoke good things about network marketing. So it built more confidence in me. Then I remembered that I need to push this through, even though there will be challenges. So there are a lot of challenges I had. I built a business up and down through the 5 years. It has been a roller coaster. If I'm to share all these things, maybe I'll share a few as we progress through the interview. I'll share a few. There has been ups and downs. People leave, and there were moments that economic crisis. There's a lot of things happen in a specific country. For instance, Ghana, we had some recessions. I think 2 or 3 years ago. Some other companies closed, some banks closed, some people lost a lot of money. It affected our business one way or the other. And it's a lot of our prospects were also affected because some people got their monies locked down in some specific companies. So if you call associate, they say their money is here. If you call prospect, they say their money is there. So they can't do business. All those things are affected. Also, the CD dollar rate was moving up and down. All those things also affected our business one way or the other, because it affected the prices of our product. And when that happens, some people rose eyebrows and like, hey, the product prices have increased because the dollar rate increased. That was I think 3 years ago. And they didn't focus on the fact that the income has also increased. People left. You call big bronzes, silvers, and they tell you that, oh, right now that the product prices have increased, let me just sit down. And they are still sitting down till now. Okay, so people left. People were poached into other companies. Some other companies came to promise people that they are going to give them some specific. Let me just use myself for example. So in 2016, I was facing some huge challenges. I was a gold associate after my 4th month. So my 4th month, gold associate. So 1st month, bronze. 2nd month, still bronze. 3rd month, silver. 4th month, gold associate. So things were moving on till things happened. Roller coaster, ups and downs. So it happened, and during that down moment, I was still consistent. I was still pushing, and that's one of the things that I am very grateful to God for, that I keep moving irrespective of what is happening. I innovate, I grow, and I'm very, very consistent with whatever is happening. So as I was doing this, and I got a message from someone on Facebook that he wants to speak to me. He and someone he knows wants to speak to me. So I thought it was business. I thought they want to sign up. So I dressed real nice and all that. I met them at one of the malls in Accra. And as I sat down, the guy came with another guy, and he said that that's his upline. I'm like, upline, like how? Are you also in Max? He said, oh no, they're in another company that is about to launch in Ghana. And I said, okay. So immediately it triggered my mind that these guys want to poach me. And I said, well, network marketing pirates, let me listen to them. They were talking and talking. They said that immediately. They said that we know you are struggling. It hits me. You know I am struggling. Like how? They said, oh, we know you are struggling. We know you are struggling. You are just posting and posting. We know things are not happening for you. We know product prices have gone up. How do you know all these things about my business, my organization? I don't know. I don't know how they got to know that. But then I told them that, yes, businesses have ups and downs, and I'm going to grow through it. A time will come that all these things will not be a problem. And they said, oh, that's fine. But they came to me with a proposal. And hear this. They told me that they have a company they are about to launch in Ghana. It has better compensation plan than Max's own. They opened a book and literally, like virtually, you could see money dropping out of the compensation plan. You could see money dropping out of the compensation plan. It was juicy. The compensation plan pays on the paper. But then I remember something that I learned from all my mentors, Dr. Bright, my upline, Joshua Nsia, Chris and Tammy, and you, Anne Turnbull, that you kept training us on network marketing Paris. So I was very, very alert then. The guy said, what they are going to do is that they know that I'm building a very huge team and I'm going to be very successful in the network marketing industry. So they are offering me a deal to leave Max with my team, the people that are still in my team, so that we join them, and they are going to launch their company in Ghana and Africa. It will be a very big launch in a lot of countries, and I'll be on top. They are going to give me a free car. They have imported some cars coming, so they will write it that, oh, William Gyimah, Wapmaster joins what and what company, and now it's a car award winner, that kind of thing. They said they will give me a car plus $10,000. That time, it was a very big deal because I didn't have $100 in my account. And they're going to give me not $1,000, but $10,000. It was a hot deal, but then I sat down critically and I thought about it and I asked them, this one that you're giving me a car and all these things, and so what if another company comes and they said that they have seen that I'm building a business and they want to give me 2 cars and $20,000? What do I do? They said, no, they came first. I said, okay, Max came for me first, and I believe in what I am doing. Because once you start hopping, once the hopping starts, the kangaroo starts, you start hopping from one company to the other, it never ends. Trust me. I've seen it happen. A lot of people who left our business in 2016, 2017, they are still hopping around. They've never found a good deal. And some of them come to us that they want to get back to the business. Some have secretly come back to Max and they are building, but the way some people left so loudly, insulting everybody, saying that a Max complaint is that it doesn't work, doesn't that this, that Max should give people free car, Max should do this and that for them. Because the way they left, they cannot come back. And this has been a journey. My Max journey, I've learned a lot of lessons, and there are a lot of things that have made me who I am today. Okay, some new things that I've learned, how to overcome challenges, one of the biggest things I've learned in my life through Max journey is communication and understanding. Big. That it has made a lot of breakthrough in my business. How to communicate effectively, critically think about people's business, how to think about your team leader, how to think about your team member as a human being, not just as a downline. These things, I learned it through my Max journey, through mentorship, through videos, virtual and online and physical mentorship. That's helped me. And I never knew that I'll get to this stage. The other third thing that has helped me was you see, I'm an introvert person, okay? I don't know if you know about it. I'm very, very introvert. I grew up as an introvert. I'm always behind my phone and my laptop. You know, that geeky guy, always doing that. I was very shy. I came to the presentation. I was at the back seat of the presentation room. I was hiding. And when I'm talking to you, I'll bow down my head. Maybe, Anne, you might have noticed that in my earlier days at Max. I never speak to people like this. I always speak like this. Very shy and not talking and watching their shoes as they talk to me. It was not easy. But through this business, through mentorship and trainings, I've been able to be an outspoken person, and it's been amazing. And my communication has been improved. My dressing, it is one of the things that have transformed my life. Okay, I used not to dress like this because of you see, when you are in certain locality or some kind of people are your friends, what you see is what you do. I never knew there was something called slim fit suit, that you can have a tailored suit. My suits were oversized, my trouser big, and my trouser would be like you've blown air in it. It's like a balloon trouser. It was not easy. But when I came to Max, I realized this is the way people are dressing, and I was learning, and I went to alterate my things so that it would be slim fit. It has been amazing, and understanding people, learning to listen more, So this is something that I want all the people that are prime one earners and above listening to or watching this video, or anyone watching this video, learn to listen more. Learn to listen more to people so that you know how to solve their problems. Because when you listen more, you'll be able to know how people feel. Then you can recommend solutions. I don't tell people what to do. I ask them, what do you think we should do? Then we attack the problem together. That way, many people will realize that you know how they feel and you want to attack the problem with it. So I've learned a lot, and my personality has grown and grown and grown throughout my Max business.
Oh my goodness, Wap, you are just amazing. I tell you what, I would go to the ends of the earth for you, that's for sure. And yes, you have grown and grown and grown, and we all are loving this conversation and learning from you. So I'm going to close it off with this. What advice would you give to somebody just starting their Max business or who's thinking about joining Max? What advice would you give to that person?
All right, so those who are about to join, okay, so if you are seeing a video like this, or you've seen a Max presentation video and you would like to get started, what I want to tell you is the business is good. Your life can be transformed with the business. Actually, the day you start Max International Business will be the first day of the rest of your life. You're going to love it. You're going to grow in personality. The way you talk, the way you read, the way you dress, the way you even think will be different. Throughout your Max journey, you are going to have a huge network of social capital, the kind of people you are going to interact with. Because at a normal day at Max, the kind of people that are on this call, the kind of people we have at our event, bankers, lawyers, lecturers, teachers, doctors, housewives, pharmacists, presidents, ministers, governors, MPs, and hustlers like me. So all these kind of people are going to be in your social capital. This is something I shared to someone that joined my business last week, and I want to also share with everybody. She said that she's in sales and she needs people. She sells houses and all that. And I asked her, if you want people to buy your house, who do you think want to be your friend? People that can afford houses. So where do you think people that can afford houses are? People that are having a good income, people that can buy things. So whatever you are selling, bags, jeans, phones, whatever, this is a business that you can do part-time, irrespective of what job you have, what part-time business you have. You can add this to it. And actually, our business is for people who are not, who are very, very busy. Because this business model is designed for people who are very, very busy. So if you are busy, it's good for you, because this is not a business that you have to set up your own office, pay people. And, you know, traditional business, you have to pay people. You have to have a saleswoman, and you have to go there every single day. You have to pay light bill. If you don't go there every day to check the stocks and sales, the person there can buy a taxi in your name. All those things, the hustle in building a business. And this is one funny thing that happened after I signed up to Max. Okay, it's quite sad. And the other person's part, my third month in business, like I said, I was silver. One of my friends that signed up, and he became, he didn't sign up. Okay, so he wanted to also start a business. He didn't want Max, so he borrowed money, loan. He took a loan, 20,000 cedis from Bank of Ghana or something like that. Then he started his phone shop. Third month, he was robbed. They robbed every phone in the phone shop. They even took his ceiling fan. So it shocked me. He called me. He was he was very sad, and he was crying that they've stolen all his phones and they even took his ceiling fan. So as sad and funny as it was, I thought it to myself that what's the worst thing that can happen to me at Max? What's the worst thing? So if you're about to join Max, what's the worst thing that can happen to you? That the product will get lost? What the small product you buy, or you're not paying light bill, you're not paying water bill, you're not paying ambassadors, you're not importing and clearing the product. All you are doing is we are building a network of consumers of the product. So all we have to do is we inform people of what we have, how the product can help them, or how the business can help them. Then we educate them and help them decide on it by making an informed decision. That is all. We don't beg people, we don't drag people, we don't confuse people, we don't convince people. We inform and we educate people. That is it. And this is something all of us can do. So if you're watching this video and you're thinking about joining Max, this is a huge family that can transform your life, your mindset, your dressing, your personality, and you can get a huge social capital from it. And this is a message to all those who are in our business and they are building. If you're a new guy in a business, I want to say congratulations. Congratulations and welcome to Max International. It's going to be an amazing journey. You are going to love it so much. When you fall down, we pick you by the hand and grow with you. We will teach you every single thing that you have to do You see all these online trainings, we have physical trainings, we have events that are going to grow with you, and we will help you build a business, but you have to be willing to put in the work. That's one of the things that have made me where I am, even though I'm not where I want to be, but that is what has brought me here today. I'm working with people who are willing and working, not just willing. People who are putting in the work, not just willing to put in the work. Do you understand? And I'm very, very focused on that. And even though I make mistakes, I've made a lot of mistakes, I've learned from it. So being able to learn from my mistakes is one of the core values and the things that have helped me transform my business. So if you are a new associate, Prime 1, Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Diamond, be able to learn from your mistakes, be able to communicate with people, learn, continue to learn, continue to learn. And Max International is very big. We have no competition. The products we have, it's amazing. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't let anybody confuse you. Don't let anybody come to steal your Max dream, because one day will come that you look back with so much regret, thinking that you would have been in the same boat with all of us, transforming people's life. What we have here is big, because if I was still at my job, or maybe if you're a secretary, you can't help someone to become a secretary too. No. It's either you lose your job, you retire, or you are sacked. But in this business, if I am bronze, I can help you become a bronze associate. So we all have a huge potential here. We can help people get to where we are. We can bless more people's lives with the products and the business. Imagine if you are watching this video right now. I want you to imagine your life. If you're a senior associate, bronze, gold, platinum, imagine your life that through you, someone has used Max International products and they have gone to church to give testimony. And they are excited that their health has been improved because of you. Now imagine this one too. Through you sign someone's daughter or someone's son, and he's building the business, and gradually he's been able to earn $100, $200, $300, maybe $1,000, and he's improving his family's life. They're getting food to eat. They are transforming his life. He's getting $10,000, $50,000, maybe $100,000, and they are transforming their lives. He's bought a car. He's bought a new house from his family, and they are always excited and giving praise to God. How would you feel? How would you feel? Now, how would you feel if you are also getting that income? If you are also transforming your life? What we have here is very big. We have a potential of blessing our lives, our family's life with this unique product. No one else has the same advantage to get this product as a loyalty price and also build a business with it. So what we have here, guys, is big. It's big. Stay the course. Don't lose hope. Always stay in touch with leaders. Always stay in touch with people who are very positive. Because as much as there are positive people out there are negative people out there also. People who are ready to pounce on your max vision, on your max dream, to kill your dream. Sometimes too, this is also a message to the young people like me who are also building a business. Maybe we just got out of college and we are still staying with our parents and all that. Sometimes, as we are building something like this, our parents are new to this whole network marketing thing. So it's out of genuine concern and love for us that they will try to advise you on this max journey. But then they don't know. They don't know why you are doing it. It is not their dream. It's not their vision. It's out of genuine concern and love for you. They know network marketing to be something that is archaic, something that people who don't have vision do. But Max International has changed the face of network marketing. So this is your dream, not your family's dream, because in the next 50 years, your mom or your dad will not be here to tell you what is happening. Or they will not be here to tell you that they are the reason why you didn't build this business. So this is your vision. Maybe they're advising you because of the past experiences they've had. This is not your experience. If you eat in one restaurant and it's bad, it doesn't mean that all restaurants are bad. If someone went to Legon and was dismissed or he failed, it doesn't mean that you too, you fail. Believe in what you are doing. Stay the course. Stay the course and don't quit. Don't quit. Quitting shouldn't be an option. And if I say I will not quit, someone will say, oh, Wapmaster, I'll never quit. I'll not quit. I'm still here building the business with you guys. I'm staying in the business. You are Max. I know you will not quit, but quitting alone will not make you successful. If you say you not quit. Not quitting alone will not make you stay here. But staying in a business and doing what is required. Prospecting, inviting, building your list, building yourself, continuous learning, online, physical, working with your leaders. That is what is going to make you stay. Because I believe that everybody has a breaking point. Irrespective of who you are, you have a breaking point. You have a breaking point. Trust me. So quitting alone will not make you successful. Not quitting alone will not make you successful. Saying that you not quit alone is not enough. But staying, doing the work, I know it will not be easy. I know it will be hard. Sometimes there will be ups and downs in business. And actually, this is a perfect time for us. Now that a lot of people are at home right now, they are now introduced to something like this. A lot of people, many more people are introduced to our business now than ever. More people have options open. People are distracted because of all the negative things happening. A lot of people are open to an extra source of income. Statistically, about less than, or maybe even more than 50% of the people who have gone home because of this pandemic are not going to return to their jobs, because companies have learned and they are continuing learning. They are going to continue learn how they can function online, how they can build their companies online. So a lot of people are not going to go back to their workplaces. People don't know about it yet, but we don't have to scare them. Be the one to share the positive news. Be the one to encourage people. Don't go out about informing people that, oh, you might lose your job, so this is something. No. Be very, very careful. Be conscious, deliberate, and intentional. Be caring about everything that you want to do and share, because we have a better way at Max International. Thank you very much, Anne. And I don't know if you want to ask me any question again.
Oh, Wapmaster, you have been amazing. Thank you so very much for sharing your passion, your heart, your story. It's been so inspirational for all of us today, and we really, really appreciate it. I can tell by the comments from all of our listeners here, they are so excited to have heard from you. So thank you so much for being a guest on our program. We're going to have this recorded